Hi, and welcome to Autodesk University. My name is John Pollard on behalf of Autodesk, and I am here today with Ramtin Attar, who is a design research associate with Autodesk Research. And we've brought him in today to talk a little bit about some of the cool things that he and his group have been working on. So welcome, Ramtin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
I thought maybe we'd just start sort of high level and talk a little bit about some of the challenges that the AEC industry is facing today. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Challenges, of course, are multifaceted challenges, but if we look at this at the highest level, we know that our industry is responsible for 48% of greenhouse gas emission, and which has led to very aggressive mandates and requirements for designing higher performance buildings. And of course, this poses a challenge of great magnitude for an industry that is fundamentally operating on a fairly well-established set of conventions pertaining to how we've been traditionally designing, constructing, and operating our built environment.
Okay. Well, so if we look at the problems that need to be addressed yet, what do you see as the problem, or what problem remains to be solved?
Yeah, so related to the challenge that I just mentioned, today we still face a great disconnect between our design tools and how we design our buildings and how we operate them. I mean, the past few years we have seen a great number of benchmarks and standards that are helping us to design greener buildings, but we need to move beyond fixed benchmarks and look at measuring sustainability and greenness beyond these fixed points and look at the life cycle of the building. And of course, this is as much about providing better tools to bridge this gap and measure sustainability as it's about changing the mindset of how we look at buildings, not as static things, but as ecosystems that need to be understood and evaluated over time. And we're already also seeing some of this in effect as building owners are asking for more robust performance verification methods, while on the other side of the same coin, architects are asking for better feedback loops to understand and validate their design assumptions based on the data that we can collect from the actual building.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the things that you and your team are doing to specifically address these challenges.
So as I mentioned, I'm part of the research team, and the project starts by formulating a research question. That is how a building works, and how do we even measure sustainability, and how we can visualize this. And despite many existing building performance and visualization systems, we want to go beyond them to address this existing gap that I just mentioned between design and operation of the building. And we also wanted to create much more comprehensive systems for how we visualize building performance. So we started by turning our own office into a living laboratory to learn more about building performance while developing our own tools. And Project Dasher is the prototype that we developed throughout this process that is a 3D interactive visualization prototype that uses building information modeling as a fairly powerful platform to aggregate and present the data as far as the building performance and the energy management of the building goes. And I guess the key thing here is that if we want to improve things, before we can improve things, we need to be able to explain them and then see them and then move towards better improvement.
Great, great. So how do you foresee the research you've done thus far working beyond Project Dasher?
So when you start a research question that's loaded as how do you visualize building performance or how do you measure sustainability, you've opened a horizon under which many other issues are going to arise and going to reveal themselves. And these issues are fundamentally multidisciplinary, and they're going to lead to many more improvements along the way that are required to be made. And to do so, we have a multidisciplinary team at Autodesk Research, and in addition to that, we have been working towards a strategic partnerships and collaborative work to push the state-of-art research in the area of sustainability and future technological needs.
That's great. So let's talk about how maybe building owners, building VPs, facility managers, how they might feel about Project Dasher.
Well, facility managers and building owners know better than anyone else the amount of changes that a building will go through its life cycle, especially when you talk about commercial buildings. And to cope with the as-built, perpetual changing as-built conditions, in addition to multiple energy performance systems, it's quite challenging, and I think that's where Project Dasher offers great excitement, because it is a one medium solution by merging existing energy performance systems while combining that with building information modeling as that powerful platform that is ideal for management throughout the life cycle of the building.
Okay. Well, so let's talk some more about real-world applications. Do you see some more other real-world applications here?
Well, in the long run, Dasher is just a starting point, as I said, to improve this idea of seeing and understanding building performance, its energy, and multiple other factors. But in the long run, we want to leverage these data towards better analysis and optimization techniques that we could use to continuously improve our buildings. Today we hear a lot about intelligent buildings, smart buildings, but before we can make anything intelligent, first we need to know how it works. As I mentioned, we need to be able to explain it first. We need to be able to see things. And this is sort of the natural progression and direction that we are heading to.
So if somebody wanted to learn a little bit more about Project Dasher, where would they go? How would they learn more?
So a good starting point would be Autodesk Research website, www.autodeskresearch.com/Project Dasher.
Great. Well, thanks so much for stopping by and sharing a little bit about the research you've been doing. And thank you for watching here at Autodesk University. We'll see you here the next time.
Thank you.